further. So what is cervical movement dysfunction? Cervical movement dysfunction is basically due to pain. जब हमें pain होता है, तो there are certain muscles which will stop working, there are certain muscles which will overwork. तो वो कैसे होता है, क्यों होता है? This is what we are going to see. So mechanical neck pain, wherein there is no structural affection, there is no pathology that has happened in your neck, but you are still having neck pain. What it does? So if you look carefully, your presence of pain shuts down your local stabilizers. The local stabilizers of your neck are rectus capitis anterior and posterior and multifidus. In presence of pain, they inhibit, shut down हो जाते हैं. So they are no longer going to provide that segmental stability whenever you try to perform the movement. जितना पुराना पेन है, the chronicity of the problem, उतनी ज्यादा इनकी inhibition होती है. So they will just not work. Okay, so I always give this analogy for these muscles. Consider your local stabilizers as the spoiled brat, the youngest child in the family. Okay, जिसको अगर कोई चीज चाहिए और उसको वो नहीं मिली तो वो रोना धोना चालू कर देता है. वैसे ये अगर उसको थोड़ा भी तकलीफ होता है, this will just shut down. Now, can your body stop working because one of the component has shut down? No, your body has a lot of ability to compensate. So who takes over the role? Once these are shut down, the role is been taken over by your global stabilizers. Now, what are the global stabilizers in the neck? Longus capitis, longus coeli, and semispinalis. So, Lelia, this becomes the elder brother. This was the younger sibling. This becomes the elder brother who tries to take over the work. इसने छोड़ दिया stability, so now this will take over the role of stability as well as providing the control of the range of motion. So this is going to do 2 times more work as compared to its previous profile. Okay, so इसको overtime करना पड़ रहा है, इसको compensate करना पड़ रहा है for the lack of stability. So this will now start working throughout the range. जब तक movement हो रहा है तब तक ये काम करेगा और ये कंट्रोल रखने के लिए भी काम करेगा. खत्म हो जाता है इसका capacity, so it starts getting fatigued because it is not meant for dual role. So once this starts getting tired and fatigued, so again the stability becomes a problem. If these have collapsed, then what is the last compensation that the body has? The body has the compensation of global mobilizers. Now these are the big brothers who take over the role of local stabilizers. They will take over the role of global stabilizers, plus they will work their job. Like इनका job क्या है? To produce the range of motion. ये हमेशा लो इंटेंसिटी वर्क में कभी काम नहीं करते थे, पर अभी बिकॉज इनको स्टेबिलिटी देना है, इनको रेंज को कंट्रोल करना है, इनको रेंज को प्रोड्यूस करना है, सो दे विल स्टार्ट वर्किंग एट अ लो थ्रेशोल्ड एक्टिविटी. सो राइट नाउ इफ यू आर सिटिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ योर लैपटॉप्स और अभी अगर आपको तकलीफ है, सपोजिटली यू आर अ पेशेंट ऑफ मैकेनिकल नेक पेन over a period of 5 or 6 years, the sustenance of this sitting posture ideally was the role of your global stabilizers and local stabilizers. Now who's doing that? Your mobilizers. So it's a low threshold activity wherein your mobilizers have started working. So their working capacity is exploited 10 times more. इनको 10% ज्यादा काम करना पड़ रहा है. What is the result of this? इसका consequence क्या होगा? A, impaired proprioception. Then अगर ये इतना मसल imbalance है तो वो movement control में imbalance लाएगा. So most of your mechanical neck pain patients are into forward head postures, wherein your upper cervical spine is into extension and your lower cervical spine is into flexion. So whenever you try to move, there are, we will show through video later on, and whenever there is a muscle imbalance and movement control impairment, you have stresses which come onto your articular and myofascial structures. articular structures, there is either lot of gliding that happens, or you will start getting facetal arthropathy, or there would be irritation of the facets or the intervertebral joints, and myofascial. So this, all of this leads to cumulative micro inflammation, जिससे और ज्यादा पेन होने लगता है. So हम लोग एक विशियस सर्कल में घूमने लगते हैं. पहले पेन से शुरुआत हुई थी, जिसमें हमारे लोकल्स इनिबिट हुए, compensated by global stabilizers, वो फटीग हुए, compensated by global mobilizers, उनके ज्यादा काम करने से ये सारी चीजें हुई, जिसकी वजह से पेन और बढ़ गया. Okay, so what does it eventually produce? Clinically, what you will be seeing is a person is not able to sustain a task for a long period of time. जैसे अभी मुझे बैठना है लैपटॉप पे, पहले मैं 4-5 घंटा बैठ लेती थी, पर अभी मुझे 10-15 मिनट भी बैठने को नहीं होता है. Then you have spasm. Many of us have seen this, that most of our neck pain patients will come with spasms in upper trapezius or levator scap, sternocleidomastoid, scaleni. ये सारे में ट्रिगर पॉइंट्स रहते हैं या स्पैज्म रहता है. As a student, when I look back, when I was doing my post graduation in Nair, neck pain का patient आया, trapezius है, we used to call it as trapezitis at that point of time. Ultrasound दिया. In today's era, we do a lot of dry needling, we will tape, we'll do ultrasound, we try to release the spasm. But are we understanding that what is the source of this spasm? Why is this poor guy working a lot? This is working a lot because these two have stopped working, or there is a imbalance in their firing. So is treatment of this going to give you a long-term cure? I don't think so. Okay, so हम सब ने ऐसे ये mistakes किए हैं. Like हम लोग हमेशा, we used to be in a competition who's gonna give ultrasound more to trapezius, and it was our hot favorite topic as a postgraduate student. Okay, but then we realized that these people are coming back again and again and again. Many of us must have experienced this, that these people will feel temporarily better, but after a week or 2 weeks, few of them come back within 2 or 3 days that my pain has come back. So what is happening? If you are treating here, you will continuously have episodes of recurrence, and this then accelerates the degenerative changes. Degeneration को आगे बढ़ाता है. Why? Because we have lots of stresses which are coming on your articular and myofascial structures. Okay, so अगर हमें ये cycle को break करना है, तो we have to direct our treatment here and here instead of treating here.